when James Brooke became the first Raja of Sarawak. Among the early initiatives taken by him was to invite Christian missionaries to set up their mission here. The Anglicans were the first to be invited, and the priest Dr. Francis McDougall set up the first mission in 1848. Under the second Raja, Charles Brooke, on 10th July 1881, the first Mill Hill Fathers, Father Gusens and Father Dan, arrived in Kuching. This marked the beginning of the Catholic mission in Sarawak, and the rest, as they say, is history. By the 1930s, the mission had reached Serian district. After the initial hiccups, the mission in Serian grew from strength to strength, and by 1968, Bunan was made a separate head station. St. Jude's Church was then built on a gotong royong basis in 1971. Interestingly, St. Jude's Parish has a strong Dutch connection. When Bunan was declared a separate head station, Fr Leopold van Rooyen was appointed director. Fr Leopold, a Dutch, served a very long time in this mission, and his impact on the local people was legendary. Edward Mansell fondly recalled what Fr Leopold was like those days.
First time I met him when I was on traveling to Muka, 1962. He was there. He came after the war, and he spent most of his time here. So that time I was working in the agriculture department, and we have a project here. So evening time we play football and make sure that we play barefooted, because he's sitting on this what do you call that? His house here, parish house, and 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, there's the time he's drinking his tea in the veranda, looking at people playing. If they are putting on boots, he will come down and tell them no.
Why boots not allowed?
He wants to preserve the ground. He's very particular about this place. And when he went back to Holland, and he died there, and then they renamed that community hall after him, Leopold Center, Parish Center, in his honor. And he's responsible for collecting money. His family lived in America, rich family, so he went back to America, collect money, and he got 40 churches around here, built by him. So people regarded him, that's why they call him memory of the late Babuk. Babuk means grandfather, the great man. So they dedicate this to him.
And interestingly, long after Fr Leopold retired, we have the second Dutch connection related to this church. When the church was built back then, a bell tower was also built. After almost half a century, the bell tower was no longer in the best condition and needed a replacement. And this is where another Dutch, Agatha, set up the second Dutch connection. And this is how the present bell tower came about.
I am Agatha from Holland. So my first language is Dutch. And now I have to speak English, my second language. I only speak it when I visit Sarawak, so excuse for my half English. But I love Sarawak. I have a lot of relatives and friends here, a lot of friends since 22 years. And one time I brought some people from my village, and then they were so impressed by Sarawak, they said we want to come back with a group of young people. And they did. They came with 10 persons, 2 couples, 6 young people. And then they wanted to do volunteer work. And one of that work was making this tower by hand. So during a week And also they brought a new shelter on the carport of the sisters of the convent of Bunan. I was not with them, it was another group. They came through me, but they wanted to see Sarawak, also do some volunteer work.
I see.
And that's, they built this by hands in one.
Alright. So come, let us go and see.
Okay, okay.
So since this tower was built, have you visited it before, or is this the first time?
I think I see it now for the first time. Yeah, this one.
This bell tower, it was made from this pillion, and after many years, the timber became rotten. So there's a big bell up there, so the pillion cannot support. So the villagers wanted to replace this bell tower. So the group came from Holland. They collect their own money, the family, 2-3 families, and they stayed in one of those catechist house somewhere here, and for a week. So every day they help to put up the tower, the bell, bring it down, and then they have a temporary structure. Then later on, the villagers built up this cementing to make it strong, and they were here for a week. Everything joint venture between the people, the parish of Bunan and the people from Volendam.
It has been more than 10 years since the bell tower was built. Along the way, a new building has been built to cater to the fast-growing church members. Fr Leopold passed away at the age of 90 on the 2nd of January 2008 in Holland. The Dutch connection has played an important role in the growth of the mission. Thank you for watching this video.